I might hear some giggles. I might hear some taunts. I might hear some jeers here. I might get some attention. I might get some comments. I also might get to know you guys here. And moreover, above all, I might be able to motivate you. Probably that's what we are here for. My name is Karan. I'm a fashion designer by choice and a teacher by profession. Today, when I stand here on this stage, after completing my studies and still studying, I think I am able to motivate. Maybe that's why I'm here. Let me start with a brief introduction of myself. Are you guys comfortable me standing here or sitting? Standing here is fine? Cool. Because so that you can see the complete sari? Maybe yes. All right. So I'm a person who stands and talks basically, rather than sitting and having a question answers, whatever. All right. So I am a designer who is into ethnic wears, who is into basically Indian garment called 6.5 yard sari. And that is what you are seeing here. Well, being in India, it is a big question mark. A man wearing a sari could be called as a eunuch, could be called as in your language, hijra. Well, let me tell you, it is just a cross-dressing. It is not about changing your gender. It is not about changing your sexuality. It is just about changing your garment. Men used to wear dhotis earlier. If I do not tuck this sari here and just take it till here, it's a normal dhoti. And if I tuck it up there, it's a sari. It's again 6.5 thing. Basically, being into the fashion designing industry, I resulted into creating a garment which is not confining the genders. It's just not confining the sexuality of a human being, which is not telling what to wear, whom to wear, and who can and who cannot. Because where we are blurring the gender lines, for instance, if we see Ranveer Singh today, is he not wearing floral garments? Is he not wearing something which is too extra, too loud? Let me talk about somebody called Oscar Wilde. If you guys are very much aware of literature, Oscar Wilde was a writer who was born in London in 19th century. And he started wearing something called ostentatious garment, which was floral, which was orange pants, red pants, pink pants and all. And that was in London. And he was jailed for that. I went to Reading. Reading is a place in London. And Reading, he has his jail there. When you go inside, you read his letters. He's crying in his letters. That why, just because he told about his sexuality to people, why, just because he wore something which he wanted to wear, he was denied. He was questioned. And moreover, he was jailed for it. Not only that, not only his letters, but also you can listen to his voice with the headphones there. And you can see and you can hear how much upset he was. We all are human beings like you. When I say we, I connect to the society which is LGBTQ. Moreover, people would be aware of it. But if you guys are not, let me tell you what it is. It's lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual. And Q is questioning. I'm sure there will be somebody in the Q, in the club here. They might be questioning their identity. Because you guys are at the age where you guys are learning, where you guys are knowing about what you guys are. It is always about living and letting others to live. It is never about questioning somebody else's identity and mocking that person when he or she or it is walking on the street. Yes, I have felt for it. Yes, I have witnessed it. Yes, I have seen it and gone through it. Forget about boys, even girls do. And then we call ourselves as the developing country, India. Guys, we do not develop ourselves with the education which we are getting here. The CBSE board education which we are getting, does it talk about homosexuality? Does it even talk about gender norms? Does it give you sexual orientation knowledges? It doesn't. It never gave. But let me talk about it. If 90% of the people sitting here are Hindus, they might know about Mahabharata. We have the characters called Shikandini, who was a eunuch, who wore a sari. We might know about Ranalla, who was Arjun when he had his Agyat-vas, when he was living in a village. He had to dress as a girl and wear a sari. We might know about Lord Shiva, who dressed as a little gopi to witness the avatars and the Leela of Lord Krishna. We might also know about Lord Vishnu as Mohini avatar. They all wore saris. And when they wore saris, we all respect them and we all venerate them. We all pray them. But what if today in a society somebody wears it? We laugh at them. Well, if it was only the question about laughing at somebody's garment, I would have chucked it off because, to be honest, IDC. That's why I'm here. If I would have cared about my sexuality, my wearing of garments, I would have chucked it off ages ago and probably would not have hindered your happiness by being on the stage. Let me tell you one more thing. Since I'm a teacher, I prefer to choose not in Jaipur. I prefer to choose in a place which is away from Jaipur, and that is called Dausa, where I want to educate people who do not know about LGBTQ. I'm a teacher of English. I teach English literature. And I wear whatever I want to. Since I've got a stage here, I'll take about the name as well. It's called Frame International School. And they allow me to be myself. They allow me to wear my jewelry, my heels, my silks, my scarves, my dupattas, and whatnot. The principal, the director, the vice principal, the teachers, even the students who are this young, they respect. And that is the only aspect which has taken me stuck there for constant 3 years by now. Guys, we are not asking for we as in like human beings are not asking for extra love from you. We are not asking for an extra attention from you. We are not asking for something which you cannot give. But we are only asking for at least some recognition in your mind that yes, we are and we should be allowed to live the way you guys breathe. When you guys see only white and black, you cannot see the rainbow. Why? Because rainbow is the color which is full of happiness in all 6 colors, not 7. Rainbow flag of LGBTQ. It is not about listening and then forgetting about what I said on the stage. We saw a guy wearing a sari the other day. Did you see that? How funny he looked. How irregular he looked. Yes, I have seen that comments. Instagram is full of those messages. In London Fashion Week, when it was Pakistan Fashion Week going on in 2015, I walked the red carpet for Pakistan Fashion Week. And I heard many negative comments. Then the High Commission of Pakistan messaged me saying that मैं पूरे पाकिस्तान की आवाम की तरफ से आपसे माफ़ी मांगती हूँ. That is what I have earned. I'm not looking for something to be earned here. I'm looking for something so that it goes straight to your mind, straight to your brain, straight to your heart. And that is how it gets connected. If there is no connection, there is no creativity, there is no love, you will mock at it. You will mock at it. We guys are sitting here today because probably we are taking out some time from our very, very busy schedules and are coming here. Why? Just to motivate ourselves? Or probably to understand what other sexualities do exist in our universe. Guys, there is only one thing which we need to understand. This is male and this is female. And the space in between is called gender space. And that gender space has so many sexualities in it. So many sexualities in it. You might be at your questioning stage at the moment, might be thinking what we are. But there would be a time you would be out of the closet. When I say out of the closet, that means you'll be able to proclaim yourself openly in a so-called society which is rigid and full of strictures. That yes, I am what I am. I choose to be what I am. Then there would be time, there would be no gay love. There would be no gay marriages. There would be no gay law. There would be just law, marriage, and love. Why we have to promote and educate the group of 18 and 19 years old, 20 years old? Because you guys are at the age of developing right now. You guys are the changing future of tomorrow. You guys are what we deserve to have. What if you guys say 90s and 20s and 30s and then you say, oh, he's LGBTQ. What is that? The only thing which suffers here is that you should be able to tell your kids in future, the posterity which is going to come in future, that yes, it's okay to be whatever I am or whatever you are. It is okay to have two fathers and two mothers. I mean to say, a lesbian couple and a gay couple. I'm not promoting extramarital affairs here. People in India, yes, I am going to be open about it. People in India tag themselves as bisexuals and they have extramarital affairs with guys outside their marriages. Are they not living a life which is so crumbled, so crushed under something in which we call pressurizing ourselves? Are we not pressurizing ourselves then? Just because of the Indian society, just because of the rules and regulations of a society, and just because of what society would say, who the hell is society? Come on, we are the ones who make our society. What the neighbor's uncle would say to you when he sees you wearing this. What the neighbor would say if he sees you coming at home at 2 o'clock in the morning. Can you not see that the neighbor is himself awake in the morning at 2 o'clock? Shall I question him? What is he doing being awake in the morning at 2 o'clock? See, only the question in our society today is poking their Pinocchio noses everywhere. Why not people maintain decorum? If I am not entering your radius, you are not allowed to enter my circumference, my radius. You be yourself, I am myself. If I'm not questioning you, if I'm not asking what your private life looks like, what you guys do at midnight, whom you are chatting with, and whom you are sharing your bed with, then I don't think that you guys have an opportunity and a tag to ask us what we are doing. How do we live our life? The only question which lingers today and tomorrow is that, will we be able to breathe the free air after scraping down of Section 377? Section 377 will stand no good unless homosexuals be allowed to walk freely in market, holding hands together, being couples, and living the life as heterosexuals do. With this, I think I would be concluding my speech here, and if there are any questions in the house, it's open for discussion. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karan. For whoever has a question should line up in front of the wall. Where's the other volunteer here? So I have a couple of...
If you allow me to sit.
Yes, please. I have a couple
And you might have seen my sari by now.
Couple of questions. Thank you for sharing, and I think the Indian society is fast changing and accepting, and I don't think it's a question anymore what your orientation is. I mean, I don't question that, and I think many people don't, and it's irrelevant for me. I don't even want to raise it. I just wanted to share your fashion journey, and there are quite a few school and college going kids here who want to enter the field of any things that they need to do, watch, learn, read to become a fashion choreographer or a designer or a writer in that field.
Okay, so let me talk about a little bit of fashion as well today. For those of you who don't know about my education, I did my master's in English literature from London. I did not study fashion. You do not require anything as such a degree to study fashion and be a fashion designer. You just need creativity here. You just need to see what the color schemes are like. You just need to carry your garment, whatever you are wearing, with pride, with an attitude in yourself. If you want to do something in the fields of fashion designing, there are many colleges which are providing that education, but yes, it is expensive. But what love and what interest comes later stages, it is obviously worth waiting for. When you guys are studying, for example, let's say, how do we start doing it at this age? What is Google for? What is YouTube for? I never took a professional teaching of so-called runway choreography, but still I'm doing it. Why? Because I started doing it for my runways. I never ask runway choreographers to choreograph my fashion shows. I choreograph it myself. Previously there was a show of mine recently in Jaipur. It was Rise on Fashion Corridor.
Sure.
Yeah, and I had a serious backache. I couldn't even move, and like today even it's been on for like 1 month now. I couldn't move, but I wanted to choreograph my show still, and I did it. My manager, my friend, everybody was totally helpful of me in doing it. The only thing is your dedication towards your work, that I wanted it to do it myself. I did it. I learned it from internet. How you count your steps when you're walking on a runway, how you walk, how you carry a garment, how you pose, center posing, back posing, flawless. If you need to learn, there's enough material available on the internet today that you guys can learn it. You do not need a mentor for that. Yes, if you need it, people are always there available for your help. And if you guys are going to go for university teachings and for colleges as well, which are providing you fashion knowledge, good luck for that.
I mean, there's a very big step between being what you want to be or dress the way you want to be and carry that, and being recognized by the people, where a price is paid for A-lister fashion designers or choreographers which choreograph London Fashion Week vis-a-vis a Rajasthan Fashion Week. How do they climb that ladder? Is it social media and followers? Is it doing some fashion shows and learning? Is it a stepwise process where you go from Jaipur to Rajasthan to India to London? Is there a set methodology, or is it all destiny or chance? Or
I would say it's a destiny. I never thought of being into fashion industry since I was in India. When I moved to London, I started my journey, as you guys might have read, from London Fashion Week as a stylist. I never had intended to do something in the so-called world called fashion. And what did I wear? A normal dhoti with a dupatta. And people were intrigued by what it is. And they started inviting. But the first invite which I got was in London Fashion Week. There was an American designer who invited me for a show. It was through Instagram. I think Instagram is a platform which gives you a boost to your own self. It gives people the right to do what they want to, being open, but following certain guidelines as well.
so, I mean, I'm just saying that some people are loud. You gave example of Ranveer and Govinda earlier on. Is it the fact that they just want to be like that, or is it they're trying to seek attention? Sometimes people who are loud are thought of as trying to attract attention, and sometimes cover up their other things, or if someone is modest and subtly dressed, and he or she carries himself or herself subtly, might be thought of as very, very docile, subdued, simple but strong from within. Sometimes people who are not confident otherwise would carry themselves out. Society judges our dressing sense also. I'm not saying right or wrong. What I'm trying to say is that if someone wants to wear a purple, or someone wants to wear something bold, is it okay for them to do that at a party, at a college, at a public function? Or is it there's a time and place and you have to be careful of where you are? A party requires X, a college requires Y, a school requires Z, and a home requires? Or is it your lifestyle that changes you? I mean, I don't know, Ranveer, what does he wear around the day, but when he's in public, he's very, very there. Do you think there's a difference, or there's people just judge and there's no relevance at all?
All right, so I'll answer all of these questions in a portion, starting with Ranveer and the question of attention seeking. It is not that I want to seek your attention and that's why I'm wearing a sari. If it would have been that, I would not have chosen the backstage entry, rather I would have chosen a front door entry and like people waiting for me to queue up to get a picture done. No, for me it is not. For others, if we talk about like celebrity levels and all, I think that somewhere it is a point of being gender fluid. For those of you who don't know what gender fluidity means, gender fluidity is something in which you do not confine to one particular gender at a time. You kind of are like a fluid. And at the same time, you are blurring the gender lines, which Sabyasachi is doing these days. If you see Sabyasachi's recent models, there's one model who is so gay. Right?
Yeah.
Coming to your next question, which is about dressing in place and kind of a environment where you are. I would think that rather than thinking about what to wear and what not to wear, yes, there's a certain point of degree of acceleration which goes on when we are going to a particular event. For example, yes, today in a celebrity world, if you're going for somebody's death, you will wear white. For example, you're going for a clubbing, you will wear something sequins and heels. If you are going for a temple, you will wear something soft, subtle. Basically, the only thing is just, yes, the place do matter, how we dress ourselves. It is not but, always being comfortable in our own skin. That is what we should give the top priority to.
That's what last question was, that is it the clothes or is it how you carry them?
I think how you carry a garment particularly, because to be very honest, I have seen many of people in fashion industry, even in Jaipur Literature Festival, have tried to copy my style and all. And I really appreciate that. But the only thing is how you carry a particular garment. Everybody cannot be me, and I cannot be
Obviously.
whatever I'm looking for.
Sure.
So it's always about being yourself, carrying whatever you are wearing to the best of it, and the best of the work in your future as well. If you want to become the sweeper, become the best sweeper. Then nobody can sweep better than you. I'm just taking the menials of the work. Mahatma Gandhi has done the work as well. And now he is on your currency.
Sure. So respect, honor, and comfort from what you feel and wear is the key learning that I have, not from just within, but outside also.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Karan.